Alright, that's looking a lot better. Alright, cool. I hope it stays that way. Alright, I'm just gonna monitor it for another minute or so. This was being quite unstable before. Alright, it's actually looking pretty good now, so we'll just continue with this. Okay. Alright, timer's active.
Let's get shelled! Hoo-yah! Prepare to die! Hoo-yah! Terminate the turtle! Pizza time! Alley Cat Blue! Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah!
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, so I'm just gonna call you Dark. So what's up, Dark?
Hoo-yah!
And welcome.
Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Pizza power! Cool off, sucker! I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Dark, in order to actually go as fast as possible, you have to intentionally take a death,
Pizza time!
which I usually do in stage 7 because it's an auto scroller. And taking a death in an auto scroller doesn't actually waste any time, but it makes stage 8 way faster, like way faster, because otherwise there are just so many enemies there that it takes forever. Because this game has something called rank, which basically it's difficulty scaling. So when you take a death, the game actually decreases the amount of enemies, and it also decreases the boss health very slightly. And basically, when you go for a certain amount of time without dying, it caps out the difficulty at a certain point.
Pizza time!
And then as soon as you die, it lowers it a bit more. So I use that intentionally in order to make stage 8 way faster. Yeah, stage 7 is Neon Knight Riders. So that's the stage where I take the death, and then Starbase becomes way faster as a result. Yeah, it does go back up, but at that point it's like it's Starbase, which is the last level, so it doesn't really matter. Hopefully my connection remains stable, because it was actually fluctuating when I first started the stream, so I had to like stop it and restart a couple times. Seems to be stable right now. But I actually have a Deathless 1cc of this game that I actually just did that recently for the first time.
Pizza time.
Because I came up with, well, it's technically not a new strat, but I came up with a way of doing, there's a particular strat that I knew of, but I thought it was impractical. But recently I revisited that strat, and it is definitely practical, and I used it in order to get a Deathless 1cc very recently. But that is not actually very fast. Speedrun requires a death.
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
One thing I learned about routers is that before you do any kind of streaming or whatever, you always want to restart your router in order to refresh the memory management of it. Because it does have memory management, and not every router is actually good at it. So restarting the router can actually improve your speed.
Pizza time.
I always make sure I restart mine before I start streaming, just because of that.
Pizza power.
Cement Man lives.
Skull and cross.
I mean, when it comes to like network issues, there are a lot of things that can go wrong. So it can actually be a pain to try and like troubleshoot network stuff. Because I mean, it could be the ISP, it could be things on your system that are using like the network, it could be ports. It's like there's so many things it could be.
Pizza time. Duh, my
Wow,
nose.
the combo. Damn, I thought he was gonna move into it. shit.
Pizza power! Yeah. My toes, my toes! Yeah.
He tried.
Pizza time! Bury my shell.
Oh, that's not a removed boss. That was an added boss. This is you gotta remember that, or maybe you didn't know this, but this is the original version of the game. The arcade version came first. The Super Nintendo version is a port based on this version. And the hardware for the Super Nintendo wasn't as good as the hardware for this, so that's why a lot of things had to be watered down in order to make it playable on the Super Nintendo. I'm not actually very fond of the Super Nintendo version. They watered down a lot of things compared to this version. So I don't even really care that they added a stage. That was close. That could have been bad.
Pizza time!
Oh, nice. Can I scroll them? I can probably scroll them.
Power! Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, goody! Fresh turtles for lunch.
Can't really do anything about that.
Pizza time! Neon night.
Alright, so this is the level where I take the intentional death. For the speed run, anyway. But I don't do it just yet. I do it near the closer to the end of the level. Okay, it's time to die. What's stopping them? It's really just like the way that I move. I move in a way that makes it so that they can't really hit me very easily. And that's the last wave of enemies. So I take the death near the end, and then on the last wave of enemies, I just get rid of them because it makes the boss appear faster. Oh shit. Get out of there. I gotta be safe now. Ooh. I almost moved into that. And unfortunately, I lost some time there.
You're going to pay. Starbase.
What's up, Monker? It's a good thing you were humming that tune, because that's an awesome tune. As a matter of fact, that's my favorite song in this whole game, is the boss theme.
Pizza power.
So notice there are far fewer enemies now on this level than there would be otherwise.
Now I'm too cool.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but it doesn't matter because there's a pizza right here, so.
time. Pizza power.
Nice.
Pizza time.
Okay.
You shellheads are dead.
Shit. There we go. Ideally, I want to get him shooting that a lot. But not when he's at the edge of the screen.
That holds our way home. Let's go. Technodrome.
Double Scoop, my favorite.
Shit. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be way slower.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, our 4 reptilian heroes, have overcome the Arc villain Shredder.
Okay. Let's try that again.
Let's kick shell! Hoo-yah!
Shit.
Hoo-yah! Prepare to die! Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Terminate the turtle! Pizza time! Alley Cat Blue! Hoo-yah! 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 Pizza power! I'm going to mangle you green slime balls. Pizza time!
Sometimes there are like screens where you'll see me stop for a moment where like I'm fighting one enemy, and instead of continuing to scroll the screen, I'll stop for a short moment. And the reason I do that, because even though it looks slower, it's actually not, because there are there are enemies that spawn behind you in certain locations, and if you scroll the screen properly and make sure that the screen doesn't get locked up ahead, they actually despawn. So the way this works is that when there's a certain amount of enemies on the screen will lock and you won't be able to continue scrolling the screen further until you get rid of at least a certain amount of enemies. So what I do is, in order to scroll off certain enemies that appear behind you, I'll get rid of every enemy on the screen, and that'll allow me to scroll the screen even further than it would have otherwise if I had like 1 or 2 enemies. Let's see if I remember to point it out next time I do it. So, I mean, obviously you don't do it here because it's auto scroller, but
My toes!
what's up, Nick Fridge? Thanks for the good luck. Definitely need a lot of that in this game. Also, I can't speak today, so rip speech. Speech is hard.
Pizza power!
Talking is just like an inherently difficult thing to do. Like, I don't understand how human beings have come to speak, say words. It's just a very inefficient way of communicating ideas. Like, we really need telepathy. Let's just develop telepathy. Why do we say words with our mouth? It's such a broken system. Yeah, this is the original version of the game, the arcade version. And amongst the arcade versions, there's actually 3 versions of arcade, and they all have some differences. Two of the versions are actually almost identical. They just have one small change.
I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Prehistoric.
Oh, there is a 4-player version. Actually, there are 3 4-player versions. So this is actually the European version of the game. And there is a 2-player and a 4-player European version. I know there's a 4-player Asian version, like general Asian, like Southeast Asia region. I don't know if there's a 2-player version of that. I know there's a 4-player version. And then you also have the North American version, which has 2-player and 4-player variants. Although, for the longest time, I wasn't actually aware that that version had a 2-player one. And I just scrolled the pizza power off screen, so that's great. Alright, so here I'm going to do the scrolling trick. So what I want to do is I want to kill these 3 rock soldiers before I scroll the screen anymore. And I want to wait for them to blow up too, because the screen doesn't unlock until they blow up. So now all I have are these 2 rock soldiers. If I had continued to scroll the screen further, I would have gotten a whole gang of rock soldiers. They would have just flooded the screen. And if you're playing the North American version, there would have been even more of those guys, and archers too, on top of that. Whereas here, there aren't many archers, and actually there is one archer that appears, but I scroll him off the screen right here. So he never shows up. He just appears, but then he despawns. So, in case you're wondering why I'm playing this version of the game, right? Because it's not the trade. Yeah, this version is way better for many reasons. But just to quickly explain why I'm playing it to begin with. Well, when we say version, I gotta clarify, because there's version in terms of arcade, and then there's version in terms of which arcade version you're playing. So the reason I'm playing the European arcade version, as opposed to the other arcade versions, is the fact that there are fewer enemies than the North American one. I believe the Asian version has the same number of enemies. I'm not 100% positive, but it does have fewer enemies than the North American version, and I know that for a fact because that is the first version that I actually 1cc'd the game on. When I first discovered that the Asian version existed and it had fewer enemies, I did not want that pizza power. Just get rid of the archers. When I first discovered that, it was like such a huge discovery, because then 1cc in the game actually became more reasonable over the North American version, which is really, really, really hard. Mainly because this stage right here doesn't have a friggin' pizza in it. So beating this stage, and not only that, it has way more enemies. So not only are there no pizzas here, until the very end of the level, but it has way more enemies, so it takes longer to beat the level. And very often I would exhaust the time limit. So I would wind up, even if I survived the enemies, I would wind up dying to the time limit. Very often. I did eventually beat that version on 1 credit, by the way, and I have a video of that on YouTube, as well as a Twitch highlight of when I did it live. But this version is the overall fastest. It has fewer enemies than the North American version, and it's way more consistent in terms of 1CCs. And I don't believe that you've actually done a proper speedrun of the game unless you beat it on 1 credit. If you credit feed, then you're technically not beating the game. Stop trolling me. However, with that being said, I actually do plan to explore the North American version further, because I came up with a new method for beating the game more reliably, we'll say. I guess it's a simple way of putting it. Because of the new method, I actually have gotten a deathless 1cc of this game. And there is potential for actually beating the North American version more consistently on 1 credit by using this new method. So I plan to go back to that version and explore it some more and see what I can't do using the new method. Oh damn! I thought I had gotten out of his range. They almost bullshitted me there. Very close to bullshitting me there. So when an enemy grabs you in this game, they actually like they hold you, and any hits that you take while they're holding you does tremendous damage. It only takes 4 hits for you to die if you get hit while grabbed. It's very crazy how fast you die if they're grabbing you. Okay, maybe I can scroll those guys off. Okay, so that's... Okay, that was perfect. I scrolled all of them off. So that's another scrolling trick. If you kill a certain amount of enemies... Oh, get out of there. If you kill a certain amount of enemies, you unlock the screen so you can continue scrolling it. If you unlock the screen and then knock a lot of enemies to the left, you can scroll them off the screen and cause them to despawn. Which is what I did to that entire group of enemies right there. Minus the one guy that was close to me. That's way faster than actually trying to fight them all. Not to mention way safer. And here I just dodged them because this is a time-based level. There are only really a couple of speed tricks you can do on this level. One of them is dying, and that actually decreases the difficulty for... not only does it make this stage slightly easier, which doesn't really matter because I take the death near the end of the level. but it also makes stage 8 easier, which is the really important part. Starbase normally has a shit ton of enemies in it. So if you die here, you decrease the rank, essentially scaling the difficulty down. You get fewer enemies and you can beat the stage way faster with much less risk. Stage 8 has the most enemies in the game, so it's definitely worth taking the death here in order to make it faster. And it's also convenient that this stage happens to be an auto-scroller. So I take the death about here. And because it's an auto-scroller, I don't actually lose any time. Let me get rid of this guy. Yeah, I don't want these helicopters on the screen. They are actually dangerous. So now I just get rid of this final wave of enemies, and that actually makes the boss spawn slightly sooner. So now the boss is going to spawn as soon as he possibly can because I got rid of those enemies quickly.
Pizza time!
And then the strat here is actually quite risky because he can counterattack you at any point. Like that. The setups. Yeah, he's doing it way too often. This is a very luck-based boss. Not to mention, it's actually really hard to execute this. Okay, now I have to be safe. Once he gets you to 2 bars, you cannot afford to be risky anymore. I did get a decent amount of shoulders in though.
You're going to pay! Starbase! Yeah.
Nice.
Pizza power!
It's very important I kill those guys very quickly with the pizza power because I want them to blow up before I get to a certain part of the screen. That way the screen doesn't lock. And over here I want to kill these guys before I continue because the screen will lock before I can quickly get rid of these laser cannons. I want the screen to remain unlocked so that I can freely just do a slide kick. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Pizza time!
Okay, I want to scroll those rock soldiers off, so now there's only one. Whoa, dude, it's a speed run. If you go away for too long, you're gonna miss stuff. But don't worry, I just started not too long ago, so I'm gonna be playing this game for a while. Okay, that was actually pretty lucky. I managed to despawn a guy that would have locked the screen otherwise. The trick to Krang here is making sure you have a hitbox overlapping him as his invincibility ends. Because once you hit him, he has a certain amount of invincibility. You can't hit him again right away. But if you have a hitbox overlapping him, you'll hit him on the first possible frame when he becomes vulnerable.
I'm trapped!
And at this point, like, I don't even care about these robots really. I just want to focus on Krang.
That hole's our way home. Let's go. Technodrome.
Turtle soup, my favorite.
Fuck, wrong move. What?
Shell shock.
What? How did he get me when I was that close to him? If you stand close to him like that, that move should never ever get you. Holy smokes. That is not supposed to happen. Raph is not the best turtle. He is actually the second worst turtle in this game.
Let's kick shell.
Don is the best turtle in this game, followed by Mikey. I don't believe in credit feeding, so I don't really, like, credit feeding is only really good for practice. Over here, I'm gonna wait for that guy to blow up, because I want to scroll an enemy off the screen. Normally, it would not be just that blue guy, it would be there would be a purple guy alongside the blue guy as well. But by inserting an appropriate delay, I actually prevent that purple guy from spawning. Or rather, he spawns, but then he despawns.
Pizza time. Alley cat blue.
Don't let that fool you. Shredder is not really a hard boss at all. So you saw that blue guy just appeared, and I don't care because he was the only one on the screen, which means that the screen wasn't locked. That makes it so that I can very easily just continue and he'll just despawn.
I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Yeah, this guy's trolling.
Let's kick shell.
Those hits actually waste a significant amount of time. Like, I can't afford to lose time there. I gotta start my timer, actually. That's kind of important.
Let's kick shell.
So right there, I scroll the guy off screen too. Wait for him to blow up. The guy actually still spawned, or actually still like appeared. It's probably because he was already running. If he's already in his run animation, then he may appear anyway. But if he spawns walking, he'll get despawned every time.
Pizza time.
Like, you can even see that when I knock down an enemy and I kill him, you can see that I'm ahead. Like, I'm trying to move the screen forward and it's just not moving forward, and then as soon as the guy blows up, all of a sudden I can move.
Pizza power! Cool off, sucker! I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time! Sewer surf.
Alright, and sewer surfing is mostly chill. You can't really do what you do in Neon Knight Riders, where you like just dodge all the enemies. Because this, I mean, you technically can, but there's less space. And this has hazards, stage hazards. You got the spikes in the water, you got the pizza monsters, and you got the gates that move up and down. They do have consistent positions, so technically you could actually just dodge all the enemies, but it's actually just safer to just fight them.
Pizza time!
My toes! My toes!
Although, I am actually wondering something now. I'm wondering if, like, if I dodge the enemies here, I wonder if it'll actually change the amount of enemies for stage 4. I can't remember if I ever tested that. Because I'm not sure if it's actually like based on your score or anything, but your score, as you can see, your score doesn't actually go up here. Like, oh no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It does go up here, obviously. It's always gonna go up. I'm stupid. I was looking at the top score, which is always going to be that number when I reset, because that's just like the default number it puts. I always reset, do like a hard reset on the emulator, because it resets my input recording as well. So I don't have like all the missed attempts and resets and such in my input recording. Damn, I missed him. I should really look into that, if like dodging the enemies here affects the enemy spawns
Never return.
in stage 4.
Prehistoric.
Because it might actually be based on... Wow, nothing got hit by that. Absolutely nothing. So you see, this pizza right here is not there in the North American version. That means if I were trying to like 1cc the game, they would, not only would there be more enemies in this area, but I would have to deal with this health until the very end of the level.
Pizza time!
Yes, I got him. So if I hit that guy with the pizza power, I only have to fight 2 rock soldiers there. Which is definitely convenient, because just having one less like rock soldier is gonna make it easier to like kill the ones that are active, so
Cement Man lives.
Skull and cross.
So the main difference that I noticed from
Pizza time.
the Asian version and the European version, they seem to be identical, but I have noticed one change. The rock soldiers attack faster in the Asian version than in this version. In fact, they have the same attack speed as the North American version of the game. So in this version, they actually slow down the rock soldiers' attacks, so they're not as fast. Which actually does matter quite a bit.
Duh, my nose.
That doesn't matter at all. I'll just grab this now. I don't like grabbing that early, but... Other than that, I've actually seen no difference between the Asian version and the European one. Oh wow, he still caught me with that? See, that kind of like throws me off because their wake up timing is different. So if you're trying to catch their wake up like at the same time, it's really awkward. Toka gets up slightly slower than Razar does.
Bury my shell.
So sometimes if you do your timing to try and get Razar, you'll actually whiff on Toka and he'll hit you. See, these guys especially with the girders, they're especially deadly in the North American version. That was a setup. I couldn't do anything about that.
Pizza time.
And of course, in the North American version, there are a lot more enemies on this level as well. Quite a bit more. If you think this is a lot of enemies, just imagine maybe like 15 to 20% more enemies than this, and that's the North American version basically.
Oh, goody! Fresh turtles for lunch.
Pizza time.
Damn it. Don't do this, Leatherhead.
Neon night.
So these guys right here with the tuning forks, they move faster on the ground than any other enemy. Also, it's bad that I killed one by mistake because it might spawn a helicopter later. But yeah, they move faster on the ground than anything else. And then they're very aggressive. They can also anti-air you, so you might look at them and say, well, what the fuck advantage does a tuning fork have over something like the sword or the discus or something like that? Well, yeah, that's the advantage. They're very aggressive and very fast. So it's very easy to see why that thing right there is useful, because it just controls space. So there's no denying how good the discus is. Fortunately, if you hit that guy after he throws it, he won't catch it, and he'll just turn into a regular foot ninja. Alright, getting ready to take the death soon. Oh no, not with this robot. Okay. It might spawn another robot because I think I killed like one of the ninjas. Yeah, I wanted to kill at least a couple of those guys before I died. There we go. Alright, cool. So that's the last wave. Now the boss will spawn as soon as he can.
Pizza time.
Face the wrath of Super Krang.
Okay, I got some decent hits on him.
You're going to pay.
Starbase.
It's a very risky strat, but it's also kind of necessary at this point. Oh, that's not actually 1 HP. The health bar in this game is a little deceptive. 1 bar of your health doesn't mean you have 1 HP left. It means, well, let me actually go back a little bit and just do a proper explanation of the health. So the way the health works in this game is that your health is grouped up into chunks of health, rather. It's not like HP, the way you would normally think of it. It's more like you take a certain amount of hits based on the strength value of the attack that you get hit with. So, just as an example, it takes 3 normal strikes for me to kill a to kill a foot ninja, right? 3 normal strikes. Now, when I do those 3 normal strikes, it's not actually reflected in the health until I score a knockdown. So you might notice that when I get hit, I'm not always knocked down. Oh shit, I don't want to get that. That's bad. It's easier to explain actually with the turtle's health rather than the ninjas, because the turtle's health you can actually see on the screen. I can still get that pizza. Yeah, let me just do this first. Okay, cool. So, it takes 3 normal strikes from a foot ninja to actually knock you down. When you get hit 3 times, that's when it'll actually reflect in your health bar. Now, if you take 3 normal strikes from a foot ninja, it will do 2 bars of your health. That was bad. Wow, that was really bad. It'll do 2 bars of your health. If you take 2 hits from a foot ninja and you don't get hit again, it won't actually reflect in your health bar. It'll look like you took no damage. But as soon as you take that 3rd hit, you will actually take the damage fully. So you only actually take damage really when you get knocked down. And I call this health chunks. The health, this works for bosses too. That's why I'm using certain moves over others on bosses, because this also works for bosses. Certain attacks will instantly do a chunk of your health, but the actual value it does changes based on the attack. Well, at least I got sub 20 on that one.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja
It's better that I actually show this while I'm not trying to run.
Overcome the arc villain Shredder.
So let's just go ahead and start again, and I'll see about actually trying to point this out.
Let's get shell.
So 1 bar is not really 3 HP. It's more like it's like you don't actually take damage until you get knocked down, because the health is divided into chunks. It's not divided into HP. If you get hit twice, you still technically take damage, but not really. It's more like those attacks actually get stored. So you can take 2 hits from an enemy at the start of the level and not get hit at all until the end, and then you'll get knocked down because it stores that you got hit twice. So you see this here. I'll get rid of 2 of these guys. So this guy right here, I'm gonna let him hit me twice, or 3 times rather. So if you take a look at my health bar, on the 3rd hit, it actually did 2 bars of my health. If I had gotten hit only twice, I would have taken no damage essentially until the 3rd hit. So it's basically chunks of health rather than HP. But there are certain attacks that will instantly do a full chunk of your health, regardless of how much damage the attack actually does. So an example of where that makes a difference, right? So if I get this guy Well, let's get one guy here. Let's manipulate him into doing one of those attacks. I'm gonna try. I mean, the enemies are random, so it's kind of hard to actually get them to do this. Okay, there we go. So he's doing a forward lunge kick. When he does a lunge kick, pay close attention to my health bar. Alright, I'm gonna actually do a frame advance here. Pay very close attention to how much health I have. Boom. You saw that huge chunk of damage I just took. I didn't actually take any damage from the previous Foot Ninja as soon, like, once he knocked me down and I got rid of him, I didn't take any more damage, so my health chunk was essentially reset. This kick right here is one of the kicks that actually does 3 bars of your health instantly. Now, there are some attacks that do a full chunk of your health instantly, but don't do that. There are some attacks that do 2 bars, some attacks that do 1. Like if I get hit with any fire in the game, like the fire breath from the dinosaurs in stage 4, or if I get hit with the you know, like the flamethrowers, it's gonna do 1 bar of my health actually. But it's gonna do 1 bar instantly. It's not gonna take like more hits. The Axe Ninja as well also do less. They do like less bars of your health, but they deal that damage instantly. Another thing to note about chunks is that the excess damage doesn't roll over into the next chunk. So let's say I got hit twice by regular Foot Ninja attacks. I got hit twice, and then I got hit with this lunge kick right here. It will still do 3 bars of my health. It won't do any more than that because the excess damage doesn't roll over into the new chunk of health. And that applies to bosses as well. That's why when I fight, just for an example, when I fight Toka and Razar, I do 2 back attacks because for some reason, and this is the part of health that I don't understand. This is why I say that I understand health about maybe 90% of the way, 95% of the way in this game, but there's still like that 5% of stuff that I don't really understand about the way health works. It's really, really strange. I'm gonna try and actually showcase what I mean here. So let's just reset this again.
Let's kick shell!
I'm gonna show some different health values now. Alright, so I got one guy to appear. So if I can hit this guy, like it takes 3 normal strikes, right? So I'm gonna do this move. So I just hit him with a low jump kick. Now hit him once with 1 normal strike and he blows up. So by that logic, you might say that the low jump kick does 2 damage, right, to the Foot Ninja? Because it takes 3 normal strikes to kill a Foot Ninja, and 1 reverse shoulder will instantly kill a Foot Ninja, 1 Shoryuken will instantly kill it, and 1 special will instantly kill it. But these moves actually have different values. And then you have the back attack. The back attack is a very unique case because the back attack does like almost no damage to a Foot Ninja, but it does tremendous damage to boss chunks. And that is something that I don't really understand. But let me just explain, right? So let's say I hit this guy with 3 back attacks. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So he blows up after 3 back attacks. So you might think, well, the back attack just has the base standard strike damage, right? Well, no, that's wrong, because if I get this guy to appear and I hit him with 1 low jump kick and then 1 back attack, he doesn't die. Even though when I did 1 low jump kick and 1 normal strike, he did die. So the conclusion is that the back attack is actually weaker than the normal strike, right? Well, no, not exactly, because the back attack is stronger against bosses than the normal strike is. And that's evident in the fact that I do 2 back attacks and then 1 special to Toka and Razar, and that will knock them down. You see what I'm saying? So it's like It is a little weird, and I think it has something to do with the fact that the back attack knocks down rather than like the normal strike and the low jump kick don't knock down at all. But the back attack will always knock down on normal enemies, even rock soldiers, except for bosses, because bosses don't get knocked down from back attacks unless you actually take the chunk of health from them. I think that's where the discrepancy lies. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that is the conclusion that I've come up with so far. Because they will always get knocked down when you use a back attack. And then of course if you do a shoulder, it will just kill them instantly. And so will a special. Then you have that. So that's a lunge kick. That also kills instantly. And then you have that slide kick, which also kills instantly. There's also another move that is really hard to test because you have to like set up for you have to set up for it. Like I'm gonna try and like show this. It's tough because you have to get a run to actually land this move to begin with. So there's this move right here. It's the shoulder out of a run. And that shoulder out of a run does not do the same damage as a reverse shoulder. It's actually very weak. It's kind of like a back attack in that it does less damage, but it knocks down instantly. It's really hard to actually test the damage of this move because you gotta get into a position where it's even like you can even hit them with it.
Let's kick shell!
There needs to be a chart for this. I tried compiling some data for it, but I'm not the best at testing this kind of thing, honestly. So you see that. It killed him in 2 shoulders. It killed him in 2 shoulders. Like running shoulders. So let's do this. I'm gonna do a running shoulder. And then I'm gonna do like normal strikes, and we'll see what happens after that. I do have some data for this game. Oh my god, they're freaking merging, so now I don't even know which one is which. The one that dies quicker, I guess. Never mind, I hit both of them. Yo, what's up, Nick Rawls and Fladerby? How y'all doing? I'm gonna get back into runs. I'm just trying to explain really quickly the way health works in this game, because it's not very obvious. Alright, so it takes 2 normal strikes after that. What I want to do is I want to knock him down, and then I want to do a low jump kick, and I want to see if that low jump kick will kill him instantly. And it does actually kill him instantly. Now, here's the part that would be really hard to test. If you could do a low jump kick and then hit him with a running shoulder. Oh, by the way, there's also that. There's the actual running shoulder, and then there's the one that you do out of a flip, and I don't know if they're actually different. They might not be different, because that guy just died in 2 hits. So let's test this if we can. Okay, hit him with a low jump kick. So you see that? You see that? I hit him with a low jump kick, and then I hit him with 1 shoulder, and he didn't die. So the shoulder is very much like the back attack, and that because it knocks down, it actually winds up not killing enemies as soon as it otherwise would do. Oh, let's just get this out of the way. The Super Nintendo version is a completely different game. The only thing that the Super Nintendo version shares with this game is the fact that it's based on Ninja Turtles. That's essentially the only similarity, and you know, the level names and themes and such. It's a 100% every last thing in the game, down to the mechanics, everything was changed, and in my opinion, for the worse. There are only two things I like more about the Super Nintendo version, and that's the fact that you can turn off automatic back attack so that you can do like manual back attacks only. That's actually really good. Um, and what was the other thing? Oh, the fact that you can do manual dashes, although that might actually be kind of broken, and it's a little finicky too. I don't really mind that. The automatic back attack thing is really good though, like being able to disable that. So yeah, let me actually get up to Baxter, and I'm gonna try and like showcase the well, actually I can use a save state. I just don't know if save states are gonna break my input recording, so I'll just use a save state and then I'll restart the emulator just to be safe with my input recording. Let's see, what's a good boss to actually show this on? I mean, Shredder, I could show it on Shredder. What was my state for Shredder? I think it was... Well, it wasn't that. There we go. Yeah, they are completely different games. So let's just go ahead and I'm gonna try to do the old strat that I used to do here. Well, actually, before I do that, let's showcase this on an easier boss. Do I not have save states for the actual bosses? I thought I had save states for the actual bosses, but it looks like Shredder's the only one.
Shell shock.
Hold on, let me check my folder. I should have had save states for these other bosses. No, apparently not. Apparently, I did not have save states for these other bosses. I know I have save states for the other bosses in the first Turtles game. But, I guess I never bothered to do that for this, so I'll just have to show you on Shredder. So, let's count these, right? I'm gonna do normal strikes to him, and we're gonna count how many times it takes to actually take a chunk from Shredder.
My favorite.
That's 2. Seven. Alright. 12. So he got knocked back. He got knocked back. That means I took a full chunk of his health. It took 15 normal strikes. How do you know what a chunk is? It's when they get knocked back, like that. When they get knocked back, that's when you take a full chunk of their health. Now, for the majority of bosses, this is not true for every boss, but for the majority of bosses, the strength of the attack you use does actually speed up how quickly you take a chunk of health from them. And I'm going to showcase this here with the strongest attack in the game, the Falling Strike. If I can actually get into position. That's 1. And that's 2. So you see how he got knocked back after only 2 falling strikes, as opposed to 15 normal strikes. That's why I use that strat against bosses. The falling strike is by far the strongest attack in the game. Now, Here's where it makes a difference against bosses. Not so much against normal enemies. Let's say I use my special attack, right? You might think the special attack is the strongest attack in the game, right? But it's not. If I do 1, 2, that didn't actually knock him back as a chunk, because if you hit him while he's in the air, he always gets knocked back regardless. So, let's see, 3. So it took 3 to actually do a chunk. 2, 3. So you see how it takes 3 specials to actually do a chunk of damage to him, as opposed to 2 falling strikes. You also have some other moves to use as well. So you have this. You have the slide kick. And the slide kick will go under stuff too. It went under his projectile. So you see that? It takes 3 slide kicks to actually do that. And then you have the reverse shoulder as well, right? So there's 1. I kind of messed it up. Alright, let's do this again. That's 1. Yeah, I actually have to just start this over because my health was too low. When you die, his health will get lower, so... Damn it, I already fucked up. Alright. So that's 3 shoulders already, and he still didn't lose his chunk. That's 4 shoulders. Five shoulders. So you see that, right? So a reverse shoulder will kill most enemies instantly, as well as a special attack. But you see that the special attack and the slide kick, they'll get rid of a chunk from Shredder in 3 hits, whereas the reverse shoulder takes 5 to actually deal the chunk. So you see, like, the damage differences here are they're actually quite significant, and they matter a lot against bosses. The main difference is that the reverse shoulder ends very quickly, so you can just keep chaining it like that. But against bosses that counterattack very quickly, it's not very good, except for Super Krang, in which case anything else is way too risky, and you can actually chain a whole bunch of those on Super Krang. Now, on to show the thing about the back attack that I wanted to show off. So we established that back attack, if you do a low jump kick and 1 regular strike, you'll kill a regular Foot Ninja. If you do 1 low jump kick and 1 back attack, the Foot Ninja doesn't die. Now let's show off back attack against bosses. So I hit him with 3 back attacks. Now I just do that and boom, the chunk is gone. So you see what I mean, right? Like, back attacks actually ruin bosses. Now, if I were to do, let's say this, 1, 2, 3, let's get, that's the 3rd one. So I did 3 back attacks just now, and then a shoulder, it doesn't take the chunk from him. So you can see that the shoulder is weaker than the special. It takes 3 back attacks and then 2 shoulders to actually do the chunk of damage. So yeah, the way health works in this game is actually quite interesting. You don't actually deal damage until you take a chunk of health. Like, the actual damage, it has not been done at all. And excess damage that you do to the chunk doesn't roll over into the next chunk of health. So you don't want to basically overkill the damage on the chunk, you want to set up the health to where it's just perfect, and then you want to do your special attack or your falling strike or whatever. Like, it depends on the boss. Now, there are some exceptions. Leatherhead ignores damage entirely. Leatherhead does not have any chunks at all, and he doesn't care the strength of the attack you use. Leatherhead is purely hit based. You have to hit him 42 times and that's it. It doesn't matter what hit you use, and you can't knock Leatherhead down either. You can make him stumble a little bit, like if you hit him from behind, he actually stumbles a bit, but that's really an animation thing. That's not actually like a chunk thing or a damage thing. It's just an animation thing. So you'll never actually knock down Leatherhead for that reason. It's just purely how many times you hit him. Then you have Super Krang. Super Krang also doesn't have chunks of health. However, unlike Leatherhead, he doesn't ignore attack damage. Attack damage does actually speed up that fight. And then you have regular Krang at the end of Starbase, where he's kind of like Leatherhead in that he's purely hit based. It doesn't matter the strength of the attack you use, and it's also how many times you hit him. So yeah, the health in this game is actually quite interesting, and I'm gonna restart my emulator because I want to make sure that the input recording is doesn't get affected by using save states. Damn, that was a mouthful. There's definitely a lot to explain about it. It's not as simple as it appears to be. There's some underlying details surrounding the way the game calculates health.
Let's excel!
Alright, I'm actually gonna get back to attempts now. So, now that I've explained all this nonsense, it should be a little bit easier to make sense of why I choose the move choices I do. That guy, I knocked him down purely just to get him off the left side of the screen, so that I can despawn him. Yeah, and this purple guy, if he spawns running, he will appear anyway, regardless of how I scroll the screen. Right there, I don't actually start moving forward right away because I want to scroll a bunch of enemies off the screen. Scrolling is very, very important for speed in this game. It also helps a lot in just normal 1cc attempts. Scrolling enemies off screen and despawning them, it just makes it so that you have fewer enemies to deal with, and it's just way safer than if you allow them to appear and you have to fight them. It only takes one enemy to really body you, honestly. One enemy to just come out of nowhere, grab you, and then other enemies hit you while you're grabbed.
Pizza time.
Get out of there.
Prepare to die.
So you could actually hear an enemy swing his weapon as he spawned, but that guy never actually showed up on screen.
Pizza time. Alley cat blue.
Shit. See, that, there's supposed to be 2 sword guys that appear there. Sometimes the screen locks before you can spawn both of them. And then, when you get the pizza power, it'll lock the screen when the second sword guy appears. When that happens, I always make sure to hit the fire hydrant because it'll always kill the second guy when he appears. It will actually cause the screen to lock very slightly for a short moment, but it's faster than having to go back there and deal with him. I'd rather just stay on the right edge of the screen. Yeah, this game, like, because of the randomness of this game, it forces you to stay on your toes at all times. You have to constantly make micro adjustments to your movement, on the fly decisions, reaction. Like, it really puts you to the test, honestly.
Pizza time.
Oh, in that situation, I don't actually despawn the those 2 particular sword guys. I don't despawn them because what normally happens is, as I move forward, it's gonna spawn the 2 white the 2 white ninjas, like the 3-section staff ninjas. It's gonna spawn them, and then it's gonna spawn 1 blue sword ninja, and that's gonna lock the screen. Now, what I want to do is, it depends on, like, the purple guys that I fight beforehand. It depends on how soon they blow up. If they blow up quickly enough, I can scroll the screen to where both blue sword guys appear instantly. If that happens, I can just take them both out with the pizza power. Otherwise, sometimes the screen locks before 2 sword ninjas come out, and it'll only be 1. If 1 appears, then I actually have to hit the fire hydrant to take him out, because the screen will lock and he'll spawn like after I move forward a little bit. It's a little tough to explain, but it's easy if you pay attention. It's actually easy to see visually, but explaining it is kind of a little awkward. But yeah, in that section I don't actually despawn anyone. I just take them out. Like, I can't actually despawn them there because the screen will always lock.
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Yeah, everybody makes that comment about the pizza monsters. Everybody says it reminds them of that. It's the shape of the head. The shape of the head is what does it.
Pizza time.
Damn it, I screwed the pizza power off. Damn it, I didn't want to do that. So here's a scrolling trick again. I want to make sure that I don't scroll the screen any further until I get rid of all 3 of these guys. Then I wait for him to blow up, and then I continue to scroll the screen. If I do that, there will only be 2 rock soldiers in this area, as opposed to more rock soldiers appearing, and then they'll lock the screen. And not only will it be more rock soldiers, it'll be more ninja as well. Ah,
Pizza time.
damn. See, if he hits you out of the air like that, it wastes a lot of time.
Skull and cross.
So I got hit 3 times. I was gonna say I got hit twice, and then on my next hit I would be knocked down, which you just saw. The fire from the archers will instantly do a chunk of damage to me, but it'll only do 1 bar of my health, as opposed to like 2 or 3. When a foot ninja is unarmed, they tend to like to go for those lunge kicks and the jump kicks,
Pizza time.
the ones that do 3 bars of your health instantly. But they only really go for that if they're behind you. So if you're not facing them, they probably won't do it. If you are not facing them, like you turn around to face a different enemy, they're more likely to actually try and do that, what he just did. He tried to lunge kick me.
Pizza power!
Duh, my nose. Pizza time.
There is actually a faster way to beat these guys, but it's very hard to do. And it depends on how they jump. Sometimes you can get a falling strike in as they're jumping, but it's really, really hard to time. And it depends on whether or not they decide to even jump, which doesn't always happen. So it is very luck-based, and usually you can't even react quickly enough. See, that guy did his dive kick, which does 3 bars of your health instantly. But I already knew that I had the run speed to actually go under it. So I just went for running. And same thing there. He went for his dive kick, but I was already in the air, so I just did my dive kick to go clean under him and make him whiff. This game has a lot of really cool like on-the-fly movement decisions like that. You can also like manipulate their movement too. Like this guy was moving very slowly to me, the rock soldier with the girder, and I intentionally moved in a way that caused him to do like a fast movement state. And when he does that, his movement is very predictable, and I can actually set up for
Pizza time.
I didn't want to get that pizza just yet, but I could actually set up to hit him quite easily and predictably when he does like the fast movement. And right there, the guy tried to like dive kick me, but I just did my dive kick to get away from him. A lot of this stuff is just like adapting to what the enemies do, and part of it is trying to manipulate what they do as well. Like sometimes you can manipulate it, and sometimes you just adapt to what they do. And see, like right there, I just went for the Shoryuken because I knew I was gonna land before he could hit me, and the Shoryuken has invincibility, so.
Pizza power!
Right here, what I want to do is I want to get rid of a certain amount of enemies so that I can scroll the screen. So now I can scroll it. And most of those enemies are gone now.
Oh, goody. Fresh turtles for lunch.
With Leatherhead, what I want to do is I want to stay in a position where I am like slightly off his plane, but I want to be diagonal because he moves slower in a diagonal sense than he does like up or down. You never want to be directly above or below him or directly to the sides of him. You want to be in that diagonal spot, which makes it tougher for him to actually get you. And then you want to time your attacks just right so that he doesn't gain much distance per jump. He does like these little hops. He likes to hop back and forth. Leatherhead actually gives a lot of people trouble because of the way he hops back and forth. Like they can't really get a handle on his movement. But if you position yourself correctly and you time your button presses correctly, you can actually smack him out of his little hop and he won't gain much distance per hop. If you can do that, then you can hit him multiple times before you have to reposition yourself. Yeah, that's what I mean about the tuning fork guys having anti-air. They can smack you out of the air if you are a little close to them. All right, time to die. Alright, so this is good. Only one helicopter spawn. So now it's just the final wave of enemies. There's going to be some 3-section staff guys here. And that hit was actually kind of bad, but whatever.
Pizza time!
I actually didn't lose any time for that knockdown, so that's good. I can tell based on where Super Krang is by the time I get the pizza. Bad position. Okay, he's just giving me bad luck right now, so I gotta do safe strats. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
You're going to pay! Starbase!
But you know, every time I get knocked down, it does actually waste a considerable amount of time.
I'm trapped! Pizza power!
That was a preemptive one. Oh damn. Okay, so that was both of those attacks were preemptive, so I really couldn't do anything about that. That's just part of the game's like luck. Very important I get rid of that rock soldier because he'll do a chunk of damage to me instantly. As will these ice things. So I need to get a little bit not lucky, but I need to make sure I don't get unlucky here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that should scroll those guys off.
Pizza power!
Okay, cool. That was actually really good. Very nice.
You shellheads are dead.
Alright, Dark, thanks for dropping by. Have a good one. We're missing him. Missing him a lot.
That holds our way home. Let's go! Technodrome!
Turtle soup, my favorite.
Alright, we got sub 20 again. That's not bad considering the game's randomness.
Our 4 reptilian heroes have overcome the arch villain Shredder.
Like, sub 19 is actually possible in this game. It's just really difficult. Because you have to execute super cleanly throughout, and you also have to get good luck with like enemy movement and such. It's like I said before, you can actually manipulate the enemies to move in a certain way, but only to a certain extent. You can't manipulate them perfectly. Yo, what's up, Chubb?
Let's kick shell!
I've actually gotten a few runs today that were like sub 20, which is a pretty good sign. Sub 20 means that I didn't get the best luck, but I'm executing fairly well.
Let's kick shell!
Prepare to die.
See, like right here, he can stall for a short moment before he actually gets into position. And there's really nothing I can do about that. It's completely luck-based. So I wind up wasting, like losing like a second or two, just depending on how long he decides to stall there in the corner. Shit.
Pizza power!
I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time!
By the way, Pizza Power. Pizza Power actually is...
Sewer surface!
It ends 2 seconds faster in the North American version of this game. In this game, it lasts 2 seconds more. So you can actually... That actually does matter in certain spots. There are certain sections where you can kill an entire group of enemies with Pizza Power in this game where it'll like fall short just barely in the North American version. If I had to guess, they probably changed that because the North American version, I believe, well, no, not that I believe, I know for a fact actually, it came first. And that version was actually stupid hard and not balanced properly in certain areas. Like, most of the game is the same, it's just that there are certain levels that have more enemies and fewer pizzas in them. So I think just like when they made this version of the game and also the Asian version, I think they were just like doing balance changes, and they probably just felt that Pizza Power didn't last long enough, so they just gave it an extra 2 seconds. Just to, you know, in an attempt to make the game a little bit more fair. That being said, Starbase is still absolute bullshit. Also, that Pizza Power right there that I didn't get, it's not there in the North American version. It's just, it doesn't exist.
My toes! My toes!
Wow, the setup, he knew.
Pizza time!
It's not just the Europeans, it's also the Asians as well. Like, their version of the game is almost identical to this version. The only difference that I've noticed personally is that the Rock Soldiers attacks are slower in this version, and in the Asian version the Rock Soldiers attacks are the same as the North American one. But otherwise the Asian and European ones are pretty much identical from what I can tell. They have the same number of enemies and like the additional pizzas and pizza powers.
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Oh shit.
Prehistoric!
My window wasn't selected. That pizza right there is not there in the North American, in the North American version. So they added that pizza. And there are a bunch of enemies that show up that don't show up in this version. Like there's like a whole squad of archers that appears, and wow, the setups. These guys are on fire with their environmental hazard setups today. I screwed it off too much. I thought it... Oh shit. I got one more stalactite that I failed to actually get to drop. Alright, I need this guy to come over here. Alright. Damn. That was actually the axe guy that hit me. It looked like the rock soldier hit me, but the axe guy was the one who did that. He did his like large overhead swing, which does like 2 bars, I think. I actually forget the correct damage. I think it's 2 bars.
Pizza time.
So that man lives.
Yeah, the reason I'm using Mikey is because he's the best turtle for speed running. Donatello is the best overall turtle for safety purposes and just general usage. Mikey's the best for speed running because his special attack comes out quickly, and Donatello's special attack does not come out quickly. It's the best special in the game for safety, but for speed, you need to be risky. So that's why I use Mikey instead. Also, Mikey can do certain faster strats that Don can't because his back attack is better. For example, the 2 bosses of this level, I can do a faster strat on them with Mikey that is just impossible to do with Don.
Pizza time. My toes, my toes.
Ah, damn it. It just ended like right after it hit me.
My toes.
Fuck.
Pizza.
Alright, I'll take it a bit early. Usually I take it after that, but...
My toes, my toes.
Alright, I'm just gonna scroll that guy off. Well, maybe. Yeah, I scrolled him.
Pizza time.
Alright, I'm gonna get knocked down in one more hit, by the way. So it looks like I have full health now, but if I take one more hit, I'll lose a chunk. So this strat right here, I can't do it with Don. The 2 back attacks and then the special. Because Don's back attack just takes forever, so he'll get counterattack. There we go. Nah, Ishman, that's wrong.
Bury my shall...
That's the Super Nintendo version of the game. This is the arcade version, the original version. Raph is the fastest turtle in the Super Nintendo version, but that game is awful. Alright, so, yeah, I was gonna say I'll be knocked down in one more hit. No, they almost comboed that. They almost comboed that.
Pizza time!
You like that pizza invincibility to dodge that shit? That's an example of how you can bait an enemy to like do something and then take advantage of it by manipulating that. So like I purposely stood in front of that guy so he would use that attack, and then I just grabbed the pizza. Because when you grab pizza in this game, it's just like it makes you invincible for a short moment.
Pizza power!
Very dangerous. I didn't realize that guy was over there. That guy was just like stalling off screen. He was like stalling off screen for some reason.
Let's kick shell!
Because there isn't another enemy spawn at that point. Like once you get that far into the level, there are no more enemy spawns. That means that guy was stalling off screen. And he just happened to have the same plane that I did.
Prepare to die!
That was just very bad luck.
Terminate the turtle.
Pizza time! Alley Cat Blue! Kuya! 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 Pizza power!
I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time! Sewer surface! Pizza time!
And by the way, given what I said earlier about chunks, the way health chunks work in this game, if you get hit twice, and then you grab a pizza before you take the third hit, it actually does restore those 2 hits that you took. It won't reflect it in the health bar, but it does actually restore those 2 hits. So it'll take another 3 hits to actually knock you down if you grab a pizza.
Pizza power! Pizza time!
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Prehistoric. Pizza time! Pizza power! Forgot the sun cream.
Damn, they set up for that.
Cement Man lives.
skull and cross. Yeah. Duh, my nose.
Getting hit with the planks in this level really doesn't matter that much, because it does make it so that you can't get hit with the planks again. It only really matters if you're getting hit way too much, because then obviously you'll die, but otherwise it's not that big of a deal. It can even be beneficial at times.
Pizza time.
Wow, somehow I completely missed them and they hit me. Alright, I'm just gonna pizza power these fools because they have like a really shit movement pattern.
Duh, my nose.
That was good.
My toes, my toes. Yeah.
Ideally, you don't want to dive kick these guys because it doesn't do that much damage. It'll knock them down, kind of like a back attack, but it won't do a lot of damage to them.
Pizza time.
These guys will randomly have like an extended hit stun duration sometimes when you hit them. So you see like I do like the 2 back attacks and then I do a special attack and I'll just whiff the special attack because they're still like reeling from the hit, the previous hit. That's like completely random if they decide to do that. Dude, this axe guy, like what the hell? He just did not want to die. Nope. I was going for the pizza and he grabbed me. That is completely random. There's nothing I can do about that.
Let's kick shell.
I absolutely cannot do anything about that. Anytime you get grabbed and you take damage, you take a shit ton of damage. It is the single worst thing that can happen to you in this game is getting grabbed.
Prepare to die. Pizza time. Alley Cat Blue. Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah!
Please.
Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Pizza power!
I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time. Sewer surface. Pizza time.
Yeah, that strat for Metalhead is pretty boss.
Pizza time.
Of course, the last one would hit me and knock me down.
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Prehistoric. Yeah.
I like how those pterodactyls, they don't just drop rocks on you, they drop exploding rocks. So, wow, the setups! Look at that! Straight into the stalactite almost. Like, these guys are on their environmental game today.
Pizza power!
Alright, cool. I got one of them, which is good. And yep, that's what happens. You get more rock soldiers if the screen scrolls. If any of these jokers hits me, I'm dead. Like any of the dinosaurs.
Pizza time!
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Cement Man lives.
Here we go with the troll, the Cement Man troll.
Let's kick shell!
I was trying to do a shoulder there. Like, obviously there's nothing there for me to do a Shoryuken on, so...
Let's kick shell!
I was trying to Shoryuken the guy, like, to my right side.
Prepare to die!
Terminate the turtle.
Pizza time! Alley Cat Blue!
I'm actually gonna try something in this run. Something that I had mentioned earlier, but I wasn't sure if it's even worth doing. Or like worth going for. See, right there I was trying to hit the robot, but I got the automatic back attack instead.
Pizza power!
Oh, what? He didn't get hit.
I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time!
Alright, I'm actually gonna try dodging the enemies in Sewer Surfing.
Sewer surfing!
I had mentioned this earlier about... I wanted to test if this will actually, like... I want to test if it will actually make it, like, different for Stage 4. The thing is, you don't really move that fast in Sewer Surfing compared to, Like, I definitely want to get rid of the pizza monster at least. But it's hard to be in a position where I'll do that without killing these guys. Ugh. See, like, they do leave. Ah, I wanted the pizza. God damn it. It's like I'm just trying to test this out. Yeah, see, that's why it's like dangerous to actually do this. I mean, you got like hazards in this level too. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, it's not like in Neon Knight Riders, you just move faster, so it's like it's way easier to do this. I wonder if I get rid of them now.
Time.
Alright, I'm actually gonna try and just dodge all of these except for towards the end where you have to kill them in order to end the level. Oh snap. It just ended. What?
I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Prehistoric.
Alright, let's see, I have significantly fewer enemy kills now, so let's see. It looks about the same to me. This is pretty much the same. So there's essentially no benefit to actually dodging the enemies in Sewer Surfing.
Pizza time.
Don't scroll me off. I didn't want that.
Pizza power.
Of course I would get knocked down right at the end.
So that man lives.
Man, I just had a shower.
Really? The trolling! Jesus Christ, what the fuck, man?
Skull and cross. Duh, my nose.
Damn it.
goes my toes.
Dude, I'm getting like trolled super hard by luck now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The preemptive strike. That was completely preemptive.
Pizza time.
And then he tried to grab me to further bullshit. I don't like having to grab that pizza early, because I could take damage here afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, I got through that okay, but... Nice. That was a pretty good,
Pizza
slam there.
power. Yeah. Yeah.
I hate when they do that extended, like, hit stun duration. They keep doing it.
Pizza time.
They keep doing the extended hit stun duration. It makes it so that, like, the fight is just way slower. And there he goes, doing it again. Dude, and they keep doing it on like the second back attack. So my special just winds up whiffing and I
Carry
can't
my shell.
do the fight quickly.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, he tried it. He tried the preemptive. Oh, that was a preemptive. The second one. You see, they're really beasting. They're really beasting to get those preemptive hits on me now. I'm gonna grab that before they... Wow. They are really putting on the bullshit now. I was gonna say I wanted to grab it before they scroll me off the screen and like scroll the pizza off so I can't grab it. Because they can do that. If you're about to get knocked down and you get hit to the right, they can actually scroll you too far to the right and you can't grab the pizza because it's off screen.
Pizza power.
actually almost dead here. I need to make sure I don't get hit with any of these rock soldiers. That was risky. That was very risky, that hit. I should not have gone for that. Yeah, see, sometimes Leatherhead tracks you and you can't really do anything about it. Like, you do that, and he, like, just tracks you as you're moving away. If his hop speed is, like, fast enough, he'll track you and he'll be able to hit you before you even land. Most of the time it's not a problem, but sometimes he just tries to bullshit you. Man, they've really been trying. They've really been trying hard in this run to bullshit me. Super hard. Like, you saw when they grabbed me in stage 6? Like, I mashed out of that so fast. Like, I got the pizza, and then they grabbed me after. Like, like, mashing out of a grab is, it's a little dangerous, not just because of the damage you take, but because if you actually use buttons to mash, you'll actually do an attack when you recover. And the danger to that is that very often you'll just get punished if you do the wrong attack. So I tend to use only the stick to actually mash out of a grab. That way, when I get out, I'm not pushing buttons. Then I just have to put the stick to neutral, and then I'll do my Shoryuken, so I gain some invincibility. But it's kind of hard, because, like, you're going from a mashing the stick to releasing the stick to neutral. So you have to kind of react to the fact that you actually successfully mashed out of the grab. And it's very awkward to do that, because you don't know, like, exactly when you're gonna get out. Like, I have the idea already of, like, how long it takes me to actually mash out. Ugh. I really don't like these guys here. Okay. There we go.
Pizza time! Face the wrath of Super Krang!
Get out of there. Damn. That could have gone better. This is also a very luck-based fight. It depends entirely on how much he decides to counterattack you. Like, the strat I do is very risky, but it's also very fast. But it only works if he doesn't counterattack me. Like, ideally, you would just keep chaining the reverse shoulders repeatedly until he dies. But it doesn't really work out that way.
Pizza power! time.
I actually reacted to that guy's shuriken and did a slide kick to go under it. That was fucking sick. Like, I was running, saw that he was throwing that, and just reacted with a slide kick to go under.
You shellheads are dead. I'm trapped. Anyone got a pin?
Please.
I'm trapped.
I'll actually die to one more hit of those.
Got a pin?
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? How did I get that kick? How did I get that kick? Please.
Let's kick shell.
That's like the one thing that could have caused me to die there. The one thing. Wait, hold on.
Let's kick shell.
Prepare to die.
There's two of them. That only works if there's one.
Let's kick shell. Let's kick shell.
Prepare to die.
Terminate the turtle.
Pizza time. Alley Cat Blue.
going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time! Sewer surface!
That kick, that like arc kick that got me killed against Krang, that is one of the worst attacks in the game. It might actually be the worst attack in the game. Like this kick right here.
Pizza time! Pizza time! Pizza power! Pizza time!
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Prehistoric pizza time!
Pizza power! Forgot the sun cream. Forgot the sun cream.
Oh wow. Look how like high above his plane I was. Alright, don't troll again, Cement Man, please.
Cement Man lives.
He tried it. He tried it. He tried to delay that slightly to troll me.
My toes,
Oh, shit.
My toes. Duh, my nose.
Very nice.
Pizza time.
Are we gonna talk about who the white monster looks like? I don't get the reference. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just not coming to mind. I don't know who he looks like. Or who he might look like other than himself.
Pizza power.
Oh, that was close. Unless you want to say Donald Trump, in which case there is a striking resemblance, yes.
My toes, my toes.
Wow, like, I could have sworn I hit these guys more than that.
Pizza time.
Shit. When they do that, it definitely wastes a lot of time. And he jumped.
Bury my shell.
I mean, the only other like character that I can remember that is somewhat similar would be what's his face from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I can't remember his name, like the Boogeyman or whatever. Like, that's the only character I can think of that has like some kind of similarity. Oh, there's also like the gum monster from Pac-Man 2. For those who may have played that game. Oogie Boogie, yeah, that was his name. Damn it. I was trying to bait that. Ugh, close.
time.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Like, I don't know if you're like trying to make a joke or it was like a reference to some character that I don't know of. I don't know. I think the Donald Trump one was accurate. Ooh, he almost did that. He almost did that.
Oh, good.
Pizza time.
That kick actually got me over that. Even though I wasn't trying to get it, I was trying to get the Shoryuken because invincibility, but the kick actually made me dodge his attack, which is freaking miraculous. Yeah, Ishman, what else is new, right? This ain't the first time in history. It might be the first time in history to this extent, maybe. I don't know. I haven't lived throughout history. But definitely not the first time this happens. Alright, time to take the death. Wow, they hit me and then they're like moving away. Like, just like do it already.
Pizza time.
Face the wrath of Super Krang.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm getting the cancel! I was getting like the shoulder cancel. And it was like making me miss him. What? Or maybe did I see that right?
Starbase.
I would have to go back and look because it actually did look like I got the shoulder cancel by mistake.
Pizza power.
Alright, I screwed that idiot off.
Pizza time. Now I'm too cool.
Yeah, that's just unlucky. Wow, this guy's acrobatics is crazy.
Forgot the sun cream.
Alright, I'm actually in like dangerous territory here.
Pizza.
I do need the pizza now.
Pizza time. You shellheads are dead. That hole's our way home. Let's go. Technodrome.
Troubleshoot, my favorite.
Get out of there!
Oh my rat. Shell shock.
Are you kidding me, dude? That is not supposed to happen. If you are under him, or at least slightly off to the side, you are not supposed to get hit with that move.
Let's kick shell.
Prepare to die.
Terminate the turtle.
Pizza time. Alley cat blue.
The Statue of Liberty in this game has a face that perfectly expresses what mine looks like right now.
I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time! Sewer surface!
I'm probably in my next stream of this game, most likely I'm gonna look into exploring the very hard difficulty of this game for 1cc's. As I said before, thanks to the new method that I discovered for a particular strat in Starbase, which allows you to beat the game deathless on 1 credit. If I employ that strategy in a few other stages, it might be possible to do a 1cc on the hardest difficulty, which was not even remotely a possibility before, but now it is actually a possibility. So maybe the next time I stream, or sometime soon at least, I want to look into exploring that. And it's gonna take some getting used to not only playing the game on a harder difficulty, but keeping track of like the music for
Pizza power!
like the strat that I need to like dodge the timer bomb. I have like reference videos that I made that will help me like figure out the proper timing for this. So I actually do already know the proper timing for stages 5 and 6,
Pizza time!
but I may have to look into a few more levels too. Like most notably stage 4 I might have to look into, because I'm not sure how long that would take on the hardest difficulty. It might actually take a bit too long.
Patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Prehistoric. Pizza time!
He just happened to move upward at that very moment. I need that guy to like freaking throw the bomb already. I think I scrolled. Yeah, I scrolled too much. Yeah, he was already like tossing the bomb. How did it drop on me? Okay, good. Ah, fuck. That was like the preemptive hit. Where like he does it when you're off playing. Damn.
Let's kick shell!
See, that's like the problem. Not, I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it. I mean, in terms of keeping the game like fresh and like challenging, it's not a problem, but in terms of speedrunning, it's a problem. Where it's like the randomness of the game just like it causes them to get you with shit that you otherwise wouldn't get caught with.
Pizza time! Prepare to die!
See, that's what I was trying to do one of those previous attempts where I back attack the other guy, and then if he's the only one on the screen, then the screen doesn't lock and then he just despawns.
Alley Cat Blue! Cool off, sucker! Pizza power!
I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Pizza time! Sewer surface! Pizza time! Pizza power!
Is the stream dropping frames? Can't really check right now, but let's see.
Pizza time!
It looks fine right now, but I'll check again at the end of this. Alright, let me take a look here.
My patience is
I did get some frame drops, but it's stable right now, I guess.
Prehistoric.
It's hard for me to check because like I always hide the OBS window for performance reasons while I'm streaming.
Pizza time.
Damn, that shit still hit me. Fuck. Automatic back attack. And automatic exploding bomb, which happens, I don't know why. I did not want to scroll it that much, but it looks like I'm still alright. Just as long as I don't scroll it anymore.
Pizza time.
Cement Man lives.
Is it still doing it?
Duh. My nose, my toes, my toes.
Wow, really? Almost got the setup. Wow.
Pizza power. My toes, my toes. My toes, my toes.
That was worth it. Fuck.
Pizza time.
That was actually really fast.
Bury my shell Hoo-yah! 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 Hoo-yah!
I feel seasick.
That was preemptive.
Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Pizza time!
Fuck. Wow, he was off screen.
Pizza power!
Oh, goody! Fresh turtles for lunch.
Pizza time!
Wow. Wow, from that distance, really?
Neon night!
He's not really supposed to do that move unless you're like far from him and like horizontal. I was both close and diagonal, so I don't know why he did that move.
pizza time.
Yeah, if it's gonna keep dropping like that, then I'll just cut like the stream after this. I'll just try and finish this run if I can. Shit luck on this guy. Oh wow, really shit luck. Ugh. Yeah, that was really bad luck.
Starbase.
Please. Really?
Shell shock.
Are you kidding me? Like, his move ended already. It ended. It was like he wasn't in those frames anymore, and then I moved into his plane and I still died from it. Ugh. Where's my timer at? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't gonna be a PB anyway, so if I'm continuing to drop frames like this, it's probably best I just stop streaming for now. That's unfortunate. At least it was, you know, consistent for a long time. But it really shouldn't be dropping. Like right now, I'm looking at it and it looks stable. Yeah, I do see some frames dropped. It happens from time to time. I don't know. I really don't know what causes that. I don't have any control over it. So, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see if anyone else is streaming right now that might be playing some pool games. I'm looking to do more exploration of this game. So I don't just do speedrunning for it, I also do 1 credit completions. And I have some challenges in mind that I want to tackle. So doing the game on the hardest difficulty might be possible, and I want to explore that. I'm also looking to do a 4 turtle relay challenge. So basically what that means is I'm gonna attempt at some point to beat the game with all 4 turtles in a row without losing. There are 2 ways I can go about doing that. I can either start each turtle with a full credit, or I can have just 1 persistent credit across the 4 turtles, which means if I die twice at any point, I just lose. So that's a challenge that I'm looking to do at some point. And I'm also going to look into going back to the hard version of the game. Well, I mean, this version is hard too, but the harder version. And I'm gonna see what I can't do about that version. See if, I don't know. Maybe I can, like, come up with some new stuff for that. So that's gonna be it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. I'm gonna see if there are any other cool streamers to watch.
Pizza power! I'm trapped!
You guys can go here. I'm just gonna link to this right here. Alright, peace out guys.
Pizza